we are going to be making this non-pro card inspired by a kind of Windows 95 theme. So we're just going to get into it. The first thing is you're going to want to make your background and image, and all of the images, well, most of the images I use will be in the Google Doc along with all of the settings in the description below. And then for the page settings, we are going to want to make the size a bit smaller so that it all fits on one screen, and the spacing between all the elements is going to be 0. And our first thing is going to be an image with a maximum width, and it is going to be not that one, this one. And we're going to add our first container, which is going to be a columns container with 3 instead of 2. So 25 left, 25 right, and 50 in the middle. Sometimes you have to mess around with it a bit. We want our background to be a color that is white and our border to be black, but only on the sides. And make sure that you click manual and make it default, otherwise it will not show up the same on your phone. So the first thing we're going to add is an image. Alrighty, and I have the border of this in the doc, and what you're gonna do is I'll leave both of these websites in the description. You're gonna go onto here, and sadly you can't really choose your own gift. You have to use one of the gifts they have, but the fortunate thing is they have a lot of different selections for like any topic you put into the search bar, and then basically you just place the image and move it around until it fits into the border to your liking, and then you save that to whatever device you're using. But the unfortunate thing again is that the file size is going to be too big for card to handle. So I've also put in the description a GIF compressor where you just upload the gift. It'll make it smaller. It still looks the same, and then you save that and upload it back to card. And just let me know if you have any questions about that, but I think that it is fairly simple, so nothing too complicated. Sure why I have this twice. That's okay. I'm just making the text slightly gray because it's like that in the reference card. Oops, I actually did not mean to do that. Alright. next is a button. I do not believe I put the settings for the icons in the document, and I will add that after I finish filming this, so that is my fault. And to add a video, you simply switch it to the embed, and then you're gonna go to whatever YouTube video you want and just simply copy the URL and then paste that like so, and it'll show up how it does in the reference card. make sure to set the size for mobile as 3.5 as well, or else the images will be too big, and we don't want that. And the symbols I use as well will also be in the Google Doc, linked in the description, so feel free to check that out as well. And for the image under whatever album cover you use, make sure that the height is 2, otherwise it won't all fit into the container. Alright, and our next container is pretty easy, it's just with images. So and make sure the height is set back to auto. Sorry, I definitely just had the settings wrong in here, so I'm quickly fixing that. I hope you do not mind. Alrighty, and then our last container. This one should be pretty easy as we're really just using the settings, the same settings from the elements that we have already created, so you can just copy to save time like I am doing. And to find images like this, really just go on Pinterest and type like whatever subject and then Windows 95 and you should find some similar looking images. For these images, you can either space them out or not space them out, whatever you think looks best. And then lastly, you're gonna want the bottom image, which again is in the Google Doc. And that's about it. Oh, make sure that the margins for this container, or the margins for the image rather, are set to 0. Yes. So that everything is touching. Alright, and then you're just gonna publish your card, and it should look, well, while we wait for it to publish, it should look something like this. If you have any questions or run into any difficulties, just send me a retro spring, as well as feel free to request more tutorials in my retro spring. All my links are down below, so check those out, and your card should look roughly the same on your computer as it does on mobile. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye.